Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego here in Bogota, Colombia, way up in the Andes Mountains. And today was a good day, and this is your place to be for K1 visa information. If you want to know how to do a K1 visa for free, no charge, this is the place to be. I've been through two K1 visas. I've been through a spousal visa. I've been through K2 visas. I know how to do this. I can write the book on K1 visas. Okay. Over the last 8 years, I've been through the immigration, misery, and wait. But it's all good. Okay. Karina's right here. We got her visa approved November 16th at the embassy in Bogota, and we are just waiting on her Interpol police certificate, which the Interpol police officer said will probably be by the 19th, 19th of December, maximum. Teja Sweeney, Mumadi, hi Diego, what's going on? Teja Sweeney, Jen S, good evening Diego, and Karina, Dios te bendiga, muchas gracias. And Fresh Skater 24, hello Diego, and Bud Garcia, hello Diego and Karina from Washington State. Now you guys had some pretty bad weather, a lot of rain out there. And let me see, Elison and Ozil. Elison and Ozil, hey y'all, what's going on? Fresh Skater 24, how's Colombia? Colombia is fantastic. We had lunch today thanks to the super chats. You guys feed us every day, just about. We ate at Viva La Pizza. And yesterday we ate at Danielle's restaurant in northern Bogota. GS, our friend in England, said we got to go eat at the Danielle's restaurant in northern Bogota. So we went. And I had fish and chips, and Karina had this big barbecue steak thing. Colombia's good. Francois Livingston, good evening. Diego and Karina from New York State. How are things in Colombia? We are doing great. We ate a Viva La Pizza today. I had this big salad and this big pizza. Karina had a big pizza and a big salad. And we had enough left over. We had to put it in a box and bring it home. So we're riding on the bus in Transmilenio with this nice hot really great Neapolitan pizza, and everybody sitting on the bus going, man, that pizza's good. Where's the pizza? Alamude Ajami, good evening, Diego. What's going on there, Amude? Miguel, Diego, yesterday I received my welcome letter, okay, and my case was showing as in transit. It's on a plane. Today my case is showing ready. It's at the embassy, okay, in La Paz, Bolivia. That's in Central America. I'm so excited and anxious at the same time. Relax, Miguel, calm down, relax. Remember, being ready now, what you got to do, what I would do is send an email to the embassy in Bolivia. Say, hey guys, I'm checking in. My beneficiary's name, full name, passport number, case number, invoice number, all this, her date of birth. This is all her information. I'm just checking in, asking for directions. And then the embassy in Bolivia will respond back to you in a couple of days, hopefully with the K1 FTP email, and then the packet 3, packet 4 email. So you can get started on the process. Now Bolivia, Miguel, Bolivia doesn't have any beachfront property. It's totally in the central part of South America with no beach. And Bolivia was named after Simon Bolivar, who liberated South America from the Spanish. So they named the country after him, Bolivia. I'm so excited. Relax, Miguel. I do not know what I need to do now. Everything moves so fast. Miguel, hang out with us on the channel, and we will guide you through the rest of the process. Okay, you got it, Miguel. Hang out right here, and we'll guide you. Jason Mabry, hello, Diego and Karina. What's up, Jason? And let me see, Amuday, I'm now in Virginia. Do you have a video about the adjustment of status? I made 3 videos on how to do the adjustment of status. You just got to page through all my videos that I made for you guys, look for the video and watch it, and you'll be good to go. But I'm going to make a new video on the adjustment of status when we get to Florida. But we're just still waiting for this Interpol police certificate. It's going to be another what? Another week and a half, something like that. Then I got to send that stuff to the embassy in Bogota. Then I got to wait on them to process it. Let me see. Fresh Skater 24 pizza. Yeah, I ate a bit Neapolitan pizza. Karina had a pizza plus a salad. She had a chicken salad. I had an Italian. Can't remember the name of the cheese, but I had a great salad. Bud Garcia and Elison. Hey Diego, I have a question about the interview. Okay, what's the question? Bud Garcia, I have a question about USCIS. Did a background check? Does the MVC do the same one? Yeah, the MVC does a background check on you, Mr. Sponsor. Mr. Sponsor, including myself, that's the place where the background checks are conducted for sponsors at the MVC in New Hampshire. They do an FBI check on you, and they do even more. They go back so far. If you were 5 years old and you stole a comic book from the local TG&Y, they know about it. That's where they do the background check on the sponsor at the MVC. Janiela James, hi Diego. What's going on, Janiela? And Brandon, hey brother Diego and sister Karina, Karina y hermano Diego. When should we get our interview date for Morocco? We paid the fee and requested an interview for November 2nd. Well, it's I would send an email to the embassy and check in and ask them what's going on. Do a check-in status with them. You got to keep in touch with the embassy, okay? Don't let your visa expire. Just keep emailing them once every 2 weeks and check in. I'm Uday. I'm grateful and love my wife. Well, I hope so. She has been so supporting. Want to say thank you so much for everything. Well, we're glad you are happily married. We're glad you got to hang out with us on the channel and learn how to do this process stress-free. And we have a super chat here, a super chat from Edwin Gomez. Edwin Gomez. We appreciate you, man, for the super chat. Edwin says, hello, Diego and Karina. I just want to say thank you for the videos. You have made my fiance, had her interview yesterday in Bogota. Bogota, bien. She was approved. Muy bien. Thanks for the info on how to handle all the paperwork. Well, thank you for that super chat. And now I get to feed Karina again tomorrow. So congratulations, Edwin Gomez, on your approved visa. Now, Karina's going to have to teach me how to make this go back up right here. So let's see what we got. Miguel, hang out with us. We'll get you through this. We'll get you through the next steps on your visa in Bolivia. Let me see. Alamuday Ajami. I'm grateful and love my wife. Yeah, we're glad. Fresh Skater 24. Hey, Diego, I'm currently going through 221G. So are we. It's no big deal. Long story short, our case went from refused to now application received. Yeah, it's okay. Just wait it out. Wait out the 221G. Everything's going to say refused, okay? Karina's visa got approved, but the status on the green letter says refused, not refused, but you don't qualify right now because we got to get this Interpol police certificate. But the white piece of paper says her visa's been approved. They took her passport, and now we're just waiting on Interpol. And Karina called Interpol and said, hey, what's going on? My passport's in the embassy. We can't leave the country without your freaking letter. So they said, well, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to wait your turn. And Karina said, okay, muy amable. And let me see. Don't worry about the 221G. Just wait it out. Let me see. Fresh Skater 24, administrative processing. That's what a 221G is. It's administrative processing. They have Karina's passport. They're waiting on her Interpol police certificate. As soon as they get it, they're going to finish processing her visa. April Flower, hi Diego, NOA 1, March 13th, 2023. Okay. When will I expect my NOA 2? I would say January of 2024. January, mid-February, right in there of 2024. Next year, which is in just what, 3 weeks? You're almost there. Andrew Bryan, what's good, Diego? What's good? Well, I tell you what, I like Karina's cooking. Let me see. I like the beaches of Florida. I like the restaurants in Colombia. I don't like rain, and I don't like cold weather. But everything's good. Good, 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 good. Good, like Peanut says on Jeff Dunham, right? Good, good, good. JD, hi Diego and Karina, how are you? Very good. We're good. Yes, yesterday got adjustment of status, NOA1. How long to wait for the process? So let me get this straight. You didn't get an NOA1. You either got an adjustment of status or you got an NOA1. Well, what did you get, JD? Yesterday you got an adjustment of status NOA1 in the mail. What is that? I never heard of such a thing. How long to wait from? Are you talking about the green card? Well, the green card takes, if you put together a strong green card package, if you put together a strong adjustment of status paperwork, if you put together a package so strong the immigration officer knows he doesn't have to ever see you again, then you'll get your green card in 3 or 4 months. Linda Gibbs, hi Diego and Karina, I have a question. Tengo una pregunta. I have a question. When an adult is bringing their children, do the adults fill out the DS-160 for all and get a confirmation page for each one, or one confirmation for all? Linda Gibbs, listen carefully. This is very important. You fill out a DS-160 for you, the beneficiary. You then print the confirmation page. Then you print the DS-160 for the children. If you have 2 children, you're going to print out a DS-160 per child. So that's going to be 3 DS-160s. You're going to pay for 3 visa fees, 1 for you, 1 for each child. If you have 10 children, you're going to fill out 1 DS-160 for the beneficiary and 10 DS-160s per child. And you're going to pay for 11 visa fees. So, Linda, each person, whether they're a baby or a teenager, are considered an individual applicant. When you fill out the I-129F, Mr. Sponsor, Miss Sponsor, you include all the kids as a K2 derivative on the I-129F. You must do that. You will have problems if you don't. So you put all the kids on the I-129F, you mail your package off to the lockbox. It goes to California, Texas, Nebraska, wherever. Then it goes to the NVC and you get an approved NOA2 letter. On the NOA2 letter, it's only going to show the beneficiary's name. It's not going to include the kids. Don't panic. Don't panic. The kids are included on the visa. They're all included as derivatives. They just don't show up on the NOA2 letter. Then, when you get to the part where you get the K1, the K3, the packet 3, packet 4 email from the embassy telling you to go ahead and fill out the DS-160, then pay the visa fee and schedule the interview and the biometrics. If you have 3 kids, you got to do 3 DS-160s plus 1 for the beneficiary. Okay, now the interview is all going to be on the same day. So you don't have to schedule 4 interviews. Okay? You're going to fill out the DS-160 for you, the beneficiary, for each kid, and then you schedule the visa interview. Immigration knows that you're all going to show up on the same day for the visa interview. And then the biometrics is the same. You schedule 1 biometrics exam, and then everybody, the beneficiary and all the kids, they all show up on the same day for the biometrics. But when you go to the biometrics, you must bring in your hand your passport, not expired, and your DS-160. So you got 3 kids and the beneficiary. So you're going to have 4 passports, 4 DS-160s, and you're going to go to the biometrics and the visa interview and the medical. You got to pay for the medical exam and the blood work, although kids probably don't need blood work. And the chest x-ray. You got it, Linda. Do you understand? Did I explain it to you? Please tell me you understand what I just said, Linda. because I don't want you to mess this up. Okay, let's see. Let's see what other questions we have right here. I just hit something and it went all the way back to the top. So now I got to go ahead and page back up. Okay, Miguel. Thank you, Diego. You eased my anxiousness. Miguel, you got everything going straight good so far. In beautiful Bolivia. I love Bolivia. Beautiful country. And you hang out here on the channel. We will guide you through the next step for free. Ellison and Ozil. Why, when I finish my DS-160, it says that the request has been received and will be reviewed? I thought I would be able to schedule the interview. Did you receive a packet 3, packet 4 email from the embassy telling you to process the DS-160? Did you get a packet 3, packet 4 email from the embassy telling you to schedule the interview, pay the visa fee, schedule the biometrics? Did the embassy give you permission to start the process? Or did you just go ahead and fill out the DS-160 and send it and hope for the best? What happened? If you just fill out the DS-160 and submit it, print the confirmation page, but the embassy's not ready for you, they'll get the DS-160 and go, what's this? Oh, okay. Well, we don't have any record of this person right now. Just wait for the packet 3, packet 4 email, go to the links, and follow the directions. And Karina's got me drinking the water today. I drank all the Coca-Cola. There's no Mountain Dew in Colombia, so I can't get Mountain Dew. I got a fridge full of Mountain Dew in Florida, so I'm on water for now. And it's bottled water. Let me see. Elison, do you understand? Elison, you got to wait for the embassy to give you the directions before you start filling out paperwork. Candy Caramel. Hi, Diego. How are you and Karina doing? We are good, Candy Caramel. We are doing great. Andrew Bryan. What's up, Janiela James? Bud Garcia. I hope you good people get your paperwork soon. Hey, Bud, we're good. I got to get my demo work done. I got a visa that's good for 3 months. I've already burned a month of it. So I got a month. I got 2 months left on my visa in Colombia. I got to get my dental work done next week, I think. Próxima semana. So the dentist is telling me he wants my gums to heal a little bit longer. And he said he's not sure if he has to do a bone graft because of the infection was so bad in my front tooth. He may have to do a bone graft to fix it. And I'm thinking, okay, where the heck is he going to get this bone from to do the bone graft? So I'm thinking maybe he's going to cut the top off of my pinky and then stick it up in my gum. Who knows? But he's a good doctor. He's a good dentist. He's from Cuba. He's a fantastic dentist. He got the heck out of communist Cuba. He couldn't stand living under those communist tyrants. So he moved to Venezuela and started to practice there. And then the communists took over Venezuela. He couldn't stand those tyrants. So he bagged out of Venezuela and got permission to live in Colombia. And he started his own business here, and he's doing very well. I'm very proud of him. Let me see. Janiela's talking to Andrew. Candy Caramel. Wow, Karina looks fresh and relaxed. I can too more relax. I can understand though the stress is over. Yeah, it's never been stressful. It's just been a long wait. We're closing in on 20 months. It'll probably be 21 months before we even get out of here. It is what it is, right? It's a process. Just got to wait it out. I'm here. I was with Karina for almost a year in 2022. I was with Karina for 5 months in 2021. I've been with her now for a month in 2023. So if immigration all of a sudden send me an RFE and say, hey, when was the last time you saw Karina? I got all this evidence back here. I'm ready for anything, guys. Harold A, will K1 visa be faster in 2024? Yes, much faster. Much faster, Harold A, in 2024. But don't forget, you still got to go through 2 security checks. In the past, you only had to go through 1. Now you got to go through 2, which is good. Protecting our country. Jonathan Linda. What's up, Jonathan? Filipina fiance has been here 2 weeks. Nice. In the United States? Okay. Just went to Social Security office. They said she will get her card within 2 weeks. Very good. Wedding next week. Now, Jonathan, when you applied for her Social Security number in the United States, Now, don't be surprised if that social security card comes in under her first name and her maiden name, not your married name. So she's gonna have a social security card that's gonna have her first name and her maiden name on it. It's not gonna be her married name. It's gonna be her maiden name. Okay, so don't be surprised. Let me see. Jonathan says it's easier to add it to the health insurance and get the IDs with the social security number. Yeah, you can get her a driver's license, teach her how to drive, you know, and get her your bank account and all that. Miguel, Diego, am I supposed to create a SIAC account? Follow the directions from the embassy. Right now, you haven't received any directions. You have received ready status. Now you got to wait for the embassy to email you with the K1 FTP email. You got to print that. You got to bring that to the medical exam for your beneficiary. That will be giving you directions on what to do. You're going to be sent to different links when you get the K3, when you get the packet 3, packet 4 email from the embassy in Bolivia. They're going to send you different links on click on here and go to the SIAC account. Create your account. Click on here, fill out the DS-160. Click on here, pay the visa fee and the biometrics. Okay? Miguel, hold your horses, calm down, relax, and wait for directions from the embassy in Bolivia. I recommend that you send an email to the embassy and say, hey, I'm checking in. This is my beneficiary's case number. This is her invoice number. This is her passport number. This is her date of birth. This is her full name. Put the case number in the subject line and then say, hey, guys, can you help me? I'm checking in. What's the next step? Once you've done that, the immigration officer in a couple of days, maybe 3 or 4 days, will respond and say, hey, Miguel, now you got to wait for the FTP letter. Now you got to wait for the packet 3, packet 4 email with the directions on what to do. Okay, you got it? Relax, man. Don't be trying to rush this. This is a chess game, okay? It's not a sprint. Let's see here. Andrew Bryan, I'm fine. Genielle, I got married yesterday. Andrew Bryan got married yesterday. That's good. Within 90 days, right? Kara Kinza Zane, saying back to Kinza. Janiela, very congratulations. Brandon Vance, I've sent 3 or 4 inquiries over the past few weeks and haven't gotten any response yet. Unfortunately, do we need to worry about NOA2 expiration? No. If you sent an inquiry, 3 or 4, you sent 3 or 4 inquiries, did you print those emails? Did you print those inquiries? When you sent the inquiry, you should have got an automatic email back saying, thank you for the email. This is a non-monitored account, but we're going to be processing your inquiry. Did you get that email? Print it. Why do I say to print it? That extends your NOA2 letter automatically to the day of your visa interview when you get it. You got it? Brandon, you got it? You're good. But you got to print those emails so you can prove that you sent those emails. You got to prove correspondence with the MVC. Jason Mabry, I was notified by the embassy I had cases in transit. Good. In Ghana. To Ghana. Not Guyana, right? Maduro wants to invade Guyana and steal all their oil. What a communist he is. Oh, by the way, Guyana, you discovered oil on your land. We just had an election that was a massive fraud, by the way. And we're going to take your oil and take your land. Seriously, that's Venezuela. Karina's like, what the heck? Right? She's sad for her country. So let's see here. In Ghana. The notice said the interview was set by the MVC. Does it? No. The MVC doesn't set the interviews. They do for matrimonial visas. CR1, IR1 visas, the MVC schedules the interview. For everybody else, pretty much 90% of the embassies around the world, as a K1, you got to schedule the interview. So you need to look into that. Okay? You got to look into that. Send an email to the embassy in Ghana. Excuse me, I got a nose itch. And ask them for the packet 3, packet 4 email. Okay? Bud Garcia, it is good to put my VA rating letter, and is it good to put my Veterans Administration rating letter and how much I make from them a month? Yeah, yeah, your beneficiary needs that. The embassy want to see that. They may not take it, they may not use it, but they may want to see it. Candy Caramel, hey Diego, can I start filling my DS-160? You don't have a case number, Candy? You don't fill out the DS-160 until the embassy sends you an email and says in their K3, K4 packet, go ahead and process and schedule your visa interview. Fill out the DS-160, pay the visa fee, schedule the biometrics, schedule the interview. You got to wait for permission from the embassy. If you don't even have a case number, there's nothing you can do till you get a case number. You need the case number to fill out the DS-160. When you fill out the DS-160, it's going to ask you, what's your case number? Put it right here. I mean, you just got to wait, Candy. Relax. Espera. Yeah. Let's see. Daniela James is talking to Andrew. Hi, HY. Hi, Diego. Do we have to send proof of vaccination along with the adjustment of status? Yes. HY. If you apply for the green card, okay, you file your adjustment of status paperwork, and you don't include the vaccination documents, including COVID, and you don't, that's the form 693, and your vaccination, your medical exam, your vaccinations, you've got to include the IH-65 and the IH-64 affidavit of support, and all of the evidence. If you don't, of your marriage and your marriage certificate, your I-94, copy of the K-1 visa, copy of the passport, biographic page, a copy of everything that your new wife or husband is on in your town or city. You got to include the proof of vaccinations when you adjust the status. If you do not, you will not get your green card. You're going to get an RFE. Andrew Brown's talking to Janiela. J-Deep's talking to Janiela. Janiela's talking to Andrew. Well, that saves me a lot of responses right there. Candy Caramel. Hi, Diego. So if the kids is more than 22, can you still fill it for my son? Okay, Candy Caramel. If your child is 21 or older, your child does not qualify for a K2 visa. You got to be 20 years of age or younger. 21, if your child is 21, 22, they don't qualify for the K2 visa. They ain't coming to America. You can come, but your children have to stay in their home country if they're 21 years or older. So you don't fill out a DS-160 for a child that's 22 because they can't get a visa. It will be denied at the embassy. Dalia A. Hey Diego, so glad to see you together with your wife. This is my prometida. She'll be my wife. Karina will be my wife in January. At the rate we're waiting for this Interpol police certificate. Then we got to wait for the embassy. My fiance and I are checking every day to schedule a medical, exam, which needs to be done before we can schedule the embassy interview. Yeah, it'd be better. It'd be easier just to go into the doctor's office face to face, do a face to face, and say, "Hey, I want to schedule my medical exam." Linda said, "Yes, I understand. Thank you so much." Okay, Linda, we're glad you got it. Daniela, he is in Jamaica. The dilemma is there's only one hospital authorized to conduct medical exams for the embassy in Jamaica. And that hospital doesn't have any appointments until late January. Okay, go into the hospital face to face and schedule the interview for late January. Get it done. Let's see. However, we can't book a medical exam until we booked an embassy interview. We have to show proof of the day on the medical appointment. And the embassy has no appointments available. Okay? So what you got to do, any tips on how to navigate this? Right, sure. Let me explain to you how you're going to do this. You have to schedule the visa interview first. Okay? They won't let you schedule the medical exam without the visa interview, right? Okay. Schedule the visa interview first, get the date, then go in person to the doctor's office with the visa interview, the DS-160 confirmation page, that you've confirmed that you have sent that and submitted that, and that you've and the confirmation page for the visa interview. Bring that documentation to the medical office and schedule your medical exam. If you schedule your medical exam after the visa interview, it's okay. Go to the visa interview, then the immigration officer is going to say, okay, your visa's approved, but we're just waiting on the medical exam. They'll put you into a 221G holding pattern like we're in right now, and then you go to the medical exam and get the medical exam done. Bring the medical exam paperwork to the immigration officer, to the embassy, in person. I'm thinking it's going to have to be in person, and then you will get your visa. First, schedule the visa interview, then go and get your medical exam. Okay? You got it? So you're checking every day. That's good. Check, check, check. Kate Messenger, greetings, Karina and Diego. Diego, you're sounding much better. Yeah, I'm about over this Bogota flu. I got over the mountain sickness, and the only thing left I got to do is get my 2 front teeth done so I can speak more clearly. Because remember, I got a bridge right here, and it's hard to speak. So I'm just winging it, but we're getting through it. Let me see. We have received, so K Messenger says, we have received from the NVC in Ciudad Juarez in Mexico on the border with Texas. Case number, we're now preparing our DS-160, and we are still pending the welcome letter. Okay. Well, K Messenger, that's great. And then Elison says, I did get the email. Okay. You're good. Christopher Stout. Now listen up, guys. Christopher Stout says, I'm drinking Mountain Dew right now. Christopher, I'm drinking water. But in my imagination, it's Mountain Dew. I just pretend it's Mountain Dew. Karina's laughing. She knows I got a fridge full of Mountain Dew in Florida, and she's going to probably start drinking it too because it's good. But Christopher, I am so glad you are drinking Mountain Dew because it's good. Good. Kate Messenger, how long should we expect to receive the welcome letter? So thanks so much again. Well, you get it about 3 months after you get your NOA2 letter, between 2 and 3 months. And if you send an inquiry to the NVC after, let's say, 2 months, that extends your NOA2 letter out to the visa interview. So you don't get an expired visa NOA2 letter. Let me see. Francois Livingston in upstate New York. Comment ça va, Francois? Will all your videos be on YouTube for a long time, or do they disappear? Francois, when I make a video for you guys, it's on YouTube for eternity, unless I decide to delete it. If I watch a video and I think it sucks and it has no useful information, I can delete it. And then YouTube says, now Diego, if you delete this video, it's deleted forever and ever and ever and ever. Do you understand? Click yes. Then I click delete. But I haven't deleted any videos. I deleted my cooking videos because I got nothing to do with K1 visas. So I had cooking videos on this channel, but I turned it into a K1 visa channel. That's Karina's idea. She suggested it. Janiela, you should get a copy of your DS3025. Let me see. Babahan Kurbanov. Now that's an interesting name. One of the letters on my fiancé father, the last name on his international passport is written with an O. Okay? And on my fiancé's birth certificate, his dad's last name is written with an A. Well, number one, you don't have to include your fiance's father's passport in your K1 visa package. It's irrelevant. So go with what's on the birth certificate, and you're good to go. Right, Tokyo? Is our cat. Tokyo, our cat, is bored. I'm doing the live stream, and I'm not paying him any attention, so he has to get on the video. He knows the camera's here. He's just got to get in the video. So, bye-bye. Number one, your fiance's father's last name on his international passport is irrelevant to the K1 visa process. Now, on your fiance's birth certificate, his dad's last name is written with an A. What should I do? Turn in the passport, correction, turn in your fiance's birth certificate with her dad's name with an A. Immigration is not going to say, well, we want to see his passport. We want to see his dental records. We need to see his medical records. We want to see how his name's spelled and all that stuff. It's irrelevant. The birth certificate is all you got to turn in, and that's all they look at, and that's all they care about. They don't care at all about your father-in-law's passport name. They don't care. You got it, Baba Han. Did I help you? Did I unload a big headache for you? Denise Jefferson. Hello, Diego and Karina. Thanks for responding to my email. Hey, no problem. Anytime. The case tracker still says my name has been updated. Don't worry about it. It's irrelevant. We'll eventually update to hopefully reflect approved. Denise, they're looking at your K1 visa now, right? So in the next couple of weeks, you're going to get your NOA2 letter. Just relax. Pay no attention to all that other mumbo jumbo that immigration have to write something. Oh, the name's updated. Okay. They said the embassy in Colombia was closed because of COVID. It's all a bunch of baloney. Don't just disregard it and just focus on waiting for your NOA2 letter. You're going to get it probably very soon. Okay, Denise, come on now, hang in there. You trust me, right? I've never been wrong. Well, maybe 99.9% I'm right. Now, I'm not an immigration attorney. I don't give you legal advice. I'm not a CPA. I'm a real estate agent who's getting over the Bogota flu. But Denise, trust me. Put your head on the pillow, relax, and wait for your NOA2 letter. So you're going to get it soon. Jonathan Linda, she will have to change the name on her social security number after marriage. Yeah, okay, you can do that. But, you just did it a different way. I don't know how I'm going to process Karina's social security number. I just might have USCIS do it when we send her in her green card application. I don't know yet. We'll see. I don't want her last name, her maiden name. She doesn't want her maiden name on her social security card. But it's a good idea to get the social security number pretty quick. It's a good idea. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's however you want to do it. Jacob Myers. Well, hey, Jacob. Jacob says, hey, Diego. Jacob, are you in Colorado? Are you freezing cold in Colorado? Has your front door frozen to the hinges? Is snow 6 feet in your driveway? What's going on in Colorado, Jacob? Jonathan Linder, the clerk at the first Social Security office was very nasty. Well, yeah, she works for the government. She gets paid whether she's nice or not. She's a government employee, right? And wouldn't do anything. Well, no, that happens sometimes. I went to a second office and they processed everything with politeness. Yeah, Jonathan. So you went into our Social Security office and the lady there knows she's going to get paid by us taxpayers, whether she helps you or not. So she's a total loser, right? But she's still getting paid. But the good news is you went to a different office. You didn't get mad. You didn't get upset. You maintained your absolute professionalism and got it done in another office. And I'm proud of you. You did, I'm proud of you. You probably wanted just to slap a wet dishcloth over her head, right? But you didn't do that. You're a good man. But Jonathan, we're very happy that you got that Social Security number processed. And then here's what I would do, Jonathan. I would go back to that Social Security office where that other person was a total jerk. Okay, look for that person and say, "Hey, look what I got. Look what I got. I got my beneficiary Social Security card. Look at this. And what's your name, by the way? Because I'm going to report you for being a loser." You could do that if you want, but I would just say continue with your happy life with your new prometida. Let me see. Renika Kendall. Good night, Diego and Karina. Checking in from Trinidad. Now, Trinidad and Tobago, right? Tobago? You in Trinidad and Tobago? Isn't that an island? It's a beautiful place. I think if I remember, I think when I was in the Navy, I think we either went there or if we did go there, I fell asleep and didn't go ashore. But I know I've been there, but I didn't get off the ship. I think. I know I went to Bermuda. We pulled into Bermuda. That was a beautiful country too. Francois Livingston. I wasn't born in the United States. Okay, I came when I was 13. I was born in Ghana. Well, we're glad you're here in the United States, Francois, but lived in another country. I have nothing to hide about my life, so a background check will go all the way back to Ghana, Mamma Mia. It's okay. No problem. You're going to be just fine because you're a U.S. citizen now, right? You're a U.S. citizen. You got naturalized. Naturalization papers. You're good. Francois, my parents were in Ghana working when I was born. Well, let's hope they weren't working when you were born. That's kind of embarrassing. Your mom's at work, and then all of a sudden she gives birth to you. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody. I got to stop what I'm doing. I just gave birth to my beautiful baby, and then hold on. That's why I'm kidding. I understand. Your parents were in Ghana when you were born. We got it. And you are lucky to have been able to experience Ghana. Christopher, interrupt with ads. Yeah, this is YouTube. Okay, YouTube lets me use this platform for how much? How much money does YouTube charge me to do this? Zero. Doesn't cost me anything to use this fantastic software that YouTube put together so I can communicate to you information about K1 visas and spousal visas. So YouTube, in the goodness of their heart, created this company where people like myself can make a YouTube channel for you guys, and it's free. But how do they pay? How do they pay to their employees and the process and all that and the programmers? Well, they run ads on the channel. So this is a capitalist republic, constitutional republic in the United States, and nothing's free. So even though it's free for me to do this, YouTube gets their I don't know, their payment through advertising. I got no problem with it because I still can get this information out to you. Let me see, Jacob. I leave for the Philippines in 1 week, and then on the live stream on what's today? Saturday. You're going to tell me it's going to be in 4 days, right? I'm kidding, Jacob. All right. We want you to have a safe trip back to the Philippines and keep those boarding passes. Keep the boarding passes for your green card when you apply for the green card for your beneficiary. Francois Livingston. And then Jacob, fingers crossed, no more hiccups. Jacob, you're good. You got this. Francois, in your opinion, should I be doing anything while I'm waiting and waiting and waiting? Yeah, get your tax transcripts for 2022. Get your tax returns. Get your W-2s. Get 3 years worth of tax transcripts, 3 years worth of 1040s, 3 years worth of W-2s, 1099s if you're self-employed. Get your boss to write a letter that this is where I work, this is how much money I make. Start collecting your pay stubs for the last 6 months. Get your bank statements. Get 12 months worth of bank statements printed, and then start getting all your financial documents together. Do that. Get the I-1, fill out the I-134. Because they just came out with a new form. The I-134 is a new form, and you can use it up through 2026. Jason Maybury, since we have the case number from NBC, what should we do now? Jason, best to wait on the ready status. Now, you just got to wait. The case number doesn't give you authority to do anything. The case number just means that the NBC is fixing to send your visa to the country where your beneficiary lives. Then you're going to wait for the in-transit and the ready status and the welcome letter which is the K1 FTP letter, and then you're going to wait for it's an email correction, and then you're going to wait for the packet 3, packet 4 email, which gives you the directions on what to do. Don't be filling out DS-160s until the embassy tells you to start doing that. You got it, Jacob? So just keep waiting. You can, when you get ready status, send an email to the embassy. Say, hey guys, I just got ready status. This is my beneficiary's name, full name, date of birth, passport number, case number, and then ask them, what do I do? They'll tell you. They're going to email you back and tell you what to do. So let's see what we got here. We've got lots of questions. This is a busy day today. So I need my technical expert to help me go back up because there we go. Karina's she's the computer guru. Okay. Let me see. Mohammed Fal. Mohammed, how are you, Mohammed? Hi, Diego. Thank you for everything. My visa has been approved from Qatar, UAE, United Arab Emirates, right? Qatar. We love our friends in Qatar. Congratulations, Mohammed. We are looking forward to you getting to America and starting your life in the United States. Congratulations. And so Mohammed, high five. Everybody give Mohammed a high five. He got his visa approved today in Qatar. How's the weather in Qatar? I bet it's hot. It's got to be hot there. Dahlia A, got it. Thank you, Diego. You got it. Candy Caramel. Hi, Diego. Does my fiance need to give me original approval letter for NOA 2? No, a copy scanned in and emailed to you. And does it have to be color or black and white? Black and white. The NOA 2 letter, all you need is a copy, Candy, a copy. Black and white, scanned to your email. Print it. You need the original I-134. Okay, you need the original certified divorce decree if there's one required. You need to bring your original birth certificate plus a copy. You got to bring your passport. You got to bring the DS-160 to the original DS-160 to the visa interview. You got to bring the MERV receipt. That's the proof of payment for your visa. Okay, bring photos. Bring chat logs. Bring your copies of your chat logs. You got to bring those. There was a lady who said when the sponsor filled out the K1 visa, sent it to the lockbox, went to California, got approved, went to the MVC, went to the embassy. And in the K1 visa package, he said, we started communicating in 2019. Okay, that's good. Oh, fantastic. But guess what? You got to prove it. You got to prove it. So she went to the visa interview in, I don't know what country it was. They didn't tell me the country. She went to the visa interview, and the immigration officer, the consular officer said, so you guys started communicating in 2019? She said, yeah, we've been chatting a long time. He said, okay, I want to see the chat logs for 2019. And she said, well, that was in Facebook Messenger. And I deleted my Facebook account. I don't have the chats for 2019. So he said, okay, your visa is going into a 221G hold until you produce to me evidence that you talked to each other in 2019. So she messaged me. She said, Diego, what do? I deleted my Facebook account. I don't have those chat logs. My question is, why didn't you print them in 2019 when you knew you wanted to get married to this guy? Why didn't you put them in? Why didn't you not save them? Print them. Print them, print. And then delete your Facebook account. Do not delete your Facebook account if you have chat logs in there until your prometida has her green card in her hand. So she said, what do I do? I said, well, all you can do is contact Facebook and say, hey, I deleted my Facebook account. Can you restore it and relocate all these chats from 2019, please? She's still waiting for Facebook. Immigration's still waiting on these chats from 2019. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you meet somebody and start chatting in 2019, let's suppose right now you start chatting to each other in 2023 in Facebook. Print those chats. Print, print, print. I had over 1,000 chat logs, but we use WhatsApp. I don't use Facebook. I can't stand Facebook. Facebook's is a joke. I can't stand it. We use WhatsApp. I had 1,000 messages I printed, okay, over the last 3 years I've been with Karina. And I mailed them in my K1 visa package. Okay? There was no question. They didn't even ask Karina for chat logs because they already saw I sent 1,000. Okay? You don't have to translate them into English either. So let's see. You got it? Do you understand what I just said? If you have been chatting with somebody since 2018, 2019, print those chat logs before you delete your account. So Candy, hi Diego, does my fiance need to give me original NOA2? No, just a copy. Miguel, Diego, I already got the K1 FTP. Print that email twice from the NVC. So now I'm just waiting on the packet 3, packet 4 from the embassy. You are absolutely correct. But you got to print that K1 FTP email because you're going to need that for the medical exam. Okay? When you go to the medical exam, when your beneficiary does, the medical doctor's going to say, I want to see your NVC welcome letter. And everybody's scratching their head going, what the heck is the NVC welcome letter? It's the K1 FTP email. Print it, 3 copies, and email a copy to your beneficiary in Bolivia because she will need that for the medical exam. Ellison, I had done a B1, B2 years ago. No problem. It's a tourist visa. I did the K1 for my fiance. Do I have to make a new profile on Travel Docs? Yes. You don't want to mix apples and oranges. You don't want to mix your K1 with your B2 so you don't make any mistakes. And immigration don't get confused. Immigration's going to say B1, B2. They think you're processing a tourist visa. And then you may never see your K1 visa. It may be in the septic tank or it may get abducted by extraterrestrials. You'll never see it again. Make a new account and create it for your K1 visa. Candy Caramel, hi Diego. Do you know my fiance is surprised that I am the one directing him on everything? Well, that's good, Candy. Take charge of this. Take charge. You're a strong woman, right? You're strong like Karina. Woo, she's strong. She's like, I tell you, strong women, right? We need them in office. We need a strong woman in the White House right now that knows what's going on, right? I'm serious. Hi Diego, do you know, is surprised you're directing him and everything? I said, I told you follow the Diego's channel. No, it's not my channel, guys. It's your channel. For you guys. I do this for you. I know how to do this K1 visa. I don't need to do this channel. I don't need it. But I put it together at Karina's advice because Karina's the boss. She said, put together a channel, help people, help people. So here we are. We're helping you guys. Okay, I do it because I want to. Follow Diego's channel. That's my blog. I'm glad I was doing my research and found you. Well, Candy, we are glad you are here on the channel. So you get your K1 visa, nice and smooth, no stress, no mistakes. People make stupid mistakes when they send in their K1 visa package. They forget to sign the dang paperwork. It's like, anyway, I don't know. Let's see. Karina's making sure I don't miss anybody. Babahan Kurbanov. Thank you so much. You got it. Candy is talking to Muhammad Jacob. Jacob Myers in Colorado. Diego, it was 70 today in Colorado. Mentiras. There's no way. Seriously. Felt like summer. Too dang hot. You think 70 degrees is hot? Man, 70 degrees, I'm shivering. I got to be at least 75 before I'm comfortable. Miguel, Candy Caramel talking. And Everly Anderson, good night, Diego. Everly, what's going on? Good to see you. And then Patricia T. Collison deleted a message. Okay, hold on. Patricia, I'm doing my Vulcan mind mail so I can answer your question. I'm kidding. Okay, Everly Anderson, how long after confirmed delivery of the I-485 and the I-765 to USCIS will the applicant receive receipt letter in the mail? I don't know. It depends on where you live. You live on the West Coast, if you live on the East Coast, if you live in the central United States. Every embassy's got their own work plan, their own busy schedule. Did you send your visa to Chicago or to Phoenix? Where did you send your green card application? and how strong was your green card adjustment of status paperwork? How strong was it? How much stuff did you put in there? You got to put it. If you put together a strong visa package, it'll be done. You'll be done quickly. We got a super chat here from Bill Smith that snuck in under the radar. I didn't see it, Bill. Man, I should be ashamed of myself. Bill Smith, thank you for that super chat. Bill says right here. Now, Bill Smith was the first ever person to submit a super chat to this channel a long, long time ago. The first person. And Bill Smith says, Diego, me again in the Philippines. Well, we're glad to hear from you. K1 visa, got NOA2 November 6th. Okay, that's good. Yesterday got an email from the NBC saying the case number. Print that email. And they will mail my application to Manila consulate and my fiance a letter. What next? Okay, now, if you got your case number, now what you're going to look for is the K1 FTP email from the embassy. When you get that K1 FTP email, print 2 or 3 copies. You got to send a copy to your beautiful bride in the Philippines so she can take it to the Manila St. Luke's Extension Hospital in Manila for her medical exam. So what you're doing now is you are waiting right now for the K1 FTP letter, which is the welcome letter. Unless you got that already, print 3 or 4 copies. Then you're going to wait for the packet 3, packet 4 email from the embassy in Manila, which is telling you how to process the visa. They're going to send you an email with links. Go to this link. Go to this link. Go to this link. Create a SEAC account. Boom. Do the DS-160. Help her. If she can't do it, help her with it. Print the confirmation page. Then pay the visa fee. Schedule the interview and the biometrics. Now, the medical exam and the chest x-ray and all that stuff, the blood work is going to be done at St. Luke's Extension in Manila. And Bill, the first person to ever send us a super chat, and we appreciate the super chat, Bill. Thank you. Now, with these super chats, I think tomorrow, I don't know where I'm going to take Karina to eat, but she's excited when I mention the word food. Like me, we love to try different restaurants. And your super chats help us to do that. And I save you thousands of dollars in immigration attorney fees, which is a win, right? I'm almost over this Bogota flu, guys. Almost, but just a little bit more. Candy's talking to Miguel, Francois. Got all the things, Francois Livingston in New York. Got all the things you mentioned except the employer statement. Get that. Get the employer. Go to HR. I will definitely start working on the I-134. Thank you for your super guidance. Francois, you're welcome, Francois. Get started on your I-134 and go over it with a fine-tooth comb. Remember, the sponsor fills out the I-134. The Declaration of Financial Support is filled out by the sponsor, not the beneficiary. The beneficiary does not sign the Declaration of Financial Support, I-134. He or she doesn't sign it, doesn't touch it, doesn't look at it until the immigration interview. On the I-134, the sponsor fills out his or her data and information. Okay, what do you put for income? How much money are you going to give? What kind of support are you going to give your beneficiary? It asks you on the I-134, how are you going to support your beneficiary? You're going to write down your yearly income. If you make $100,000 a year, you're going to put $100,000 on, this is the support that I'm going to give my beneficiary. You got it? For the beneficiary's income and assets, it's all going to be zero. Okay, so your beneficiary in the Philippines is the president of a restaurant distribution company, and she makes 60 grand a year. What's her income going to be on the I-134? Zero, 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 zero. What if she owns a house in, let's say, Cebu? What's her house assets going to be? Zero, zero, zero. Why? Why do I say that? Because immigration don't care how much money your beneficiary makes. They don't care what she does. They don't care how many homes she has. They don't care if she has a car, a motorcycle. They don't care. Because when that person leaves the Philippines or India, beautiful, our friends in beautiful India, wherever it is, when you get to America, that person no longer has a job. The beneficiary is fully support. The sponsor is fully responsible for that person and his or her kids. So the declaration of financial support, a lot of people get confused. They're like, well, my beneficiary, why is her name? Why does it say beneficiary signs here? Well, if your beneficiary is applying for a B2 tourist visa, then she or he fills out the form. Then he or she signs the beneficiary signature page. But it's not a tourist visa, it's a K1 fiance visa. The sponsor is 100% responsible for the beneficiary. The beneficiary is zero responsibility. It's zero. Karina's got a great job. She's a manager here. But when I filled out the I-134 for her, it's zero, 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 zero. She owns a house in Venezuela, beautiful house in the mountains of Venezuela. Real estate assets, zero. Immigration don't care. They couldn't care less. They want to know what my income is. Where's Karina going to live in Florida? How am I going to support her? That's all they care about. And you got it, guys. Now we just got another fantastic super chat from Francois Livingston. Francois, I tell you what, Francois Livingston right here from New York, upstate New York, from a forever grateful, loyal channel viewer. You are, Francois. You've been on this channel a long time. I can't thank you both for your continued dedication to your viewers. Francois, we are going to do this. We're going to run this channel until you guys get sick and tired of watching me on TV. When you guys don't watch it anymore, when you all disappear and there's nobody on the channel, then there's no reason for me to do it. But all the while, there's lots of people watching the channel, need our help, and so I can help calm you down, relax you through this, and make sure you understand you got to be patient during this process. It's not a fast process. There's people like submit their K1 visas to Texas, to Dallas, to the lockbox, and then they want their NOA2 letter in like 3 months. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't happening. This is a minimum in 2024. This will be a minimum 12-month evolution. In 2023, 2022, it's like a 2-year process. We're at the tail end of 2 years. But in 2024, it should all be done and wrapped up in about 12 months. And let me see, Candy Caramel. I love that name, Candy Caramel. Is talking to Miguel. Girl Dragon. Now, I like that name too. Girl Dragon has been on our channel for a while. Girl Dragon. Hi, Diego. Hi, Karina. Buenas noches. So glad to see you guys. My beneficiary has the scary visa interview on the 20th in Lagos, Nigeria. Now, Denise Jefferson, okay, her beneficiary is in Nigeria also. High hopes and lots of positivity. Oh, you got this. It's no problem. I must admit, I am nervous as heck. Ha, ha, ha. Girl Dragon. With a name like Girl Dragon, you're not nervous. You're a leader. You're strong. You can do it. Relax. You've got it. Okay? You have got it. Janiela James, Diego, most of these lawyers I follow, and when I listen to them, they say very few people get their adjustment of status in 3 or 4 months, and that we will wait 8 to 12 months. No, Janiela James, listen. If you put together an adjustment of status green card paperwork, like I've explained in the videos I've made 2 or 3 videos. One is 30 minutes long, one is 15 minutes long, another is 20 minutes long. Just dig through the videos, look for adjustment of status. If you follow my direction, do what I say, you'll get your green card in 3, 4, 5 months. If you put together a sloppy green card application, you just put the bare minimum, just it's like you're a D plus student instead of an A plus student. It takes 8 to 12 months because immigration are looking at the green card paperwork and saying they didn't put hardly any work into this. Yeah, they qualify, but they're lazy. Stick it over here, and then we'll look at this one. And then they'll look at another green card applicant, and they'll say, wow, look at this. This is some serious stuff. This lady put together a fantastic green card application. Didn't miss anything. She even has a library card. She has a CVS card. She's got a credit card. She's on his title to his car or her car. She's on a rental agreement at the townhouse or on the lease at the apartment, or she's on the title to the house. They submitted 20 pictures of the wedding, 10 pictures of the honeymoon. Now, you don't have to go on a honeymoon, but their trips together in the United States. They went on a honeymoon to Las Vegas, and they included all the pictures and the places they went. They went to dinner here. They went to a show here. They went to Cirque du Soleil. And you put together a fantastic green card application, and guess what? 3 or 4 months, you get your green card. You put together a slacker's green card application, the bare minimum, the lazy, let's just put it in together. Let's put the marriage certificate, the I-94, and just the passport, and okay, a few pictures. Immigration, you may end up getting an interview at the immigration office for a second go around to make sure you're actually married to each other. Immigration, if you put together a sloppy green card application, adjustment of status is sloppy, and it's not strong. You don't put really much evidence in there. You don't put your bank statements. You don't prove your income. Immigration might send somebody to your house. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Abrir la puerta, por favor. And our cat just thought that I was somebody knocking at the door. Immigration goes to your house and says, I want to see Corina. Yeah, she's right here. Okay, check. They live together. Then you might go talk to the next door neighbor. Hello, next door neighbor. How long has Corina been living here in Florida? Well, she's been here for 6 months. Okay, thank you. Check. And then immigration will check you out. If you put together a real weak, sloppy green card application, adjustment of status, just the bare minimum, you're going to get investigated. I mean, your marriage is legit. It's nothing wrong with the marriage. It just means that your sponsor was just pure lazy and didn't put together a package. Did you put your beneficiary on your health insurance? Is she on your bank? In order to do that, you probably need a social security number. You can do it. You got it? Okay, let's see. Don't be nervous, Girl Dragon. You have got this. Jacob Myers. If I had to print 4 years of talks between Instagram and Facebook, WhatsApp, and all above, I would have a book. I had a book too. I submitted a book this thick to the lockbox in Dallas. 1,000 messages over years of chat. I didn't care how much work it took. I didn't care how much ink I had to buy from Walmart. I didn't care how much work the mechanisms on my printer went. I didn't care. And I didn't care if it took immigration all day to read my messages. And I didn't translate them. We talked in Spanish. I'm not going to translate all that stuff. The embassy officer at the end in Bogota, Colombia, did not ask Corina for message chat logs. He didn't ask her. You know why? He already knew. He already knew I had a Library of Congress full of chats. Francois Livingston, I sent about 75 pages of our communications logs on WhatsApp in the K1. Good job, Francois. I will print out much more for when my fiance goes for the interview in the near future. I hope and pray. Francois, do that. Bring those chats, give them to your beneficiary for the visa interview. The chances are, if you sent 75, like you said, all those chat logs, the chances are they won't ask for the chat logs at the visa interview at the embassy. But make sure that your beneficiary has them just in case they do. Okay? Like I said, there was a lady who was at our visa interview. I can't remember what country it was. Honestly, guys, I'm sorry, but they asked her for chat logs from 2019 because that's when she said she started chatting to her sponsor. She said, "Well, I deleted my Facebook account. I don't have my chat logs." They said, "Not my problem. I got to see the chat logs for 2019. Go to a recovery disk, find out where they are." Okay, so she's still waiting and waiting with an approved visa, but she's got to cough up these 2019 chat logs, and she's probably going to never find them unless she contacts Facebook. Let me see. Hold on a second. G34HMO. What is the employer statement? Okay. Where do you work, G3? Who's your boss? Who's your boss? Are you self-employed? Karina's my boss. But who's your boss? Go to your boss and say, "Hey, I need a letter stating that I work here. This is how much money I make. This is how long I've been here." It's an employer statement saying that you are guaranteeing, you're telling immigration that you have a job, you work here, and this is how much money you make. That's what an employer statement is, and you include it in your K1 visa package, and you bring it to the K1 visa interview. So the immigration officer may or may not ask for it at the interview, but in case they do, you have it. Francois, forever thank you to Karina for your wonderful idea for this channel. Karina, so Francois, gracias para ti. We were in Villa de Leyva, Central Colombia, the most historical part of Colombia. It's where, Antonio Nariño and Simon Bolivar and all these and Simon Bolivar is Venezuelan, by the way, and they kicked the Spanish out of Colombia and out of Venezuela and out of Panama and out of Ecuador and out of Bolivia. Simon Bolivar is a hero, okay? And we're in Villa de Leyva, and Karina's like, we're looking at, I love history. Karina loves history. We went into Antonio Nariño's house. He's the guy that wrote the Constitution for Colombia. And we're like walking around his house. It's like 200 years old. What a place. And that's where we got the idea. Karina says, you need to put a YouTube channel together and help people with their K1 visas. And I said, because I was in Colombia for a year doing nothing. And I said, you know what? That's a heck of an idea. And here we are. Thank you, Karina. Let's see. Miguel to Candy Caramel. Diego truly is an angel fallen from the heavens for us. Miguel, I wouldn't say I was an angel, but I will say this. I'm going to help you get your K1 visa. Alex Mo. Hello, Diego and Karina. We got approved the 4th in Dominican Republic, Santo Domingo, right? Thanks to you. No problem. Question. How long after you can track your passport? They said 10 days. Wait that interview, but I got express pickup. It's like, it's going to take, give them time to process the passport, Alex. Give them a week. Express or no express. There's no express in immigration, okay? The only thing that's express in immigration is the espresso machine in their lounge where they go and sit and have a break and eat their sandwich. That's the only thing that's express in immigration. It's the espresso machine. Be patient, Alex. You got this. Francois, I also printed. Yeah, got that. Let me see here. Everly, Chicago. It was strong based on your advice. There you go. You mailed your green card information to Chicago, right? So you live somewhere on the east coast of the United States. Patricia T. Collison. Hi, Diego and Karina. Do you know how long it takes for a case to be transferred to a country? It could take a couple of months. Depends on the country. Could take a couple of weeks to a couple of months. Because it has been 3 weeks, our case status is still saying transfer in progress. Yeah, Patricia. It could take a month to 2 months. Remind me again, what country did you transfer? Which country? From this country to which country? Then I maybe be able to answer your question a little better. Jacob, multitasking, watch the debate while listening to you. What debate? What debate are you watching, Jacob? Please don't tell me you are watching that Republican debate on TV. Please tell me you're not watching that. Unless you absolutely want to you just can't sleep and you really need something to put you to sleep, then go ahead and watch it. Okay? Now, I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat. I don't care. But, this is politicians, okay, in my mind, are just like the lowest form of life on the planet. Okay? That's my opinion. So if you're a politician, I'm sorry. But I can't stand politicians because they tell you one thing and then they do something else. Let's see. Republicans and Democrats, both of them, they're both as bad as each other. I call it the uniparty. Kimani Young, Diego, you and Karina and Tokyo are awesome. Well, thanks, Kimani. Tokyo is asleep. He's sick and tired of waiting for me to play with him. So he's just falling asleep. I have a ready status now. Good news. Hope to meet you guys in Florida, 2024. Okay, Kimani, we're planning on that being there. We were going to get married in November. And then immigration said, we got to get this Interpol certificate. And Interpol said, well, it could take 2 or 3 weeks to get it. So there goes November. Bye, adios, November. So now we're in December, Christmas month. So we get the letter from Interpol, let's say December 19th, and then Colombia has a 4-day vacation. They have 4 days. When Colombia's got more vacations than any other country in the world. Or they're second, they're number 2. So they're going to have 4 days off, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Guess what? Nothing's going to get done. And then it's Christmas week. Guess what? Nothing's going to get done. So I'm thinking, when Christmas is over, starting probably around the 26th or 27th of December, we might be able to get the embassy to do something with our K1 visa. So we're looking at probably a January wedding, which is good. We're good with January. Miguel, how can I verify if a certain translation for documents is accepted by the embassy? It will say, this is a certified translation. The Spanish group, www.spanishgroup.org, okay, is a fantastic company that will translate documents from English to Spanish to French to whatever. Like there's like 90 countries. www.spanishgroup.org. It takes them 2 or 3 days to translate your document for you, and then they will email it to you, and it will come with 3 emails. It will be 3 letters: the original document, the translated document, and a certification letter with a big stamp that says, this is a certified translation by this person, this dude, translated this document, and immigration will accept that as a certified translation. Did that help you? If you are a K1 visa recipient in Bogota, Colombia, or Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic, you don't need to translate documents to English, okay? Let's see here. I don't want to miss anybody. Help me, Karina, you to me. Whenever I hit this blue button, I wipe out everybody. Okay, let's see. Marcel and Francois, thank you for that super chat. Francois, we're going to get you that K1 visa. We're going to get you through it. We're going to get you there. Marcel, hi Diego and Karina. Is Karina opening a YouTube channel as well? She should. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in Florida, but it's going to be about making cakes, tortas, and I'm going to get her set up. I set my brother up in a YouTube channel. He's a movie buff. He's got like 40,000 movies in his house. And he said, I want to do movie reviews. And he said, I saw your channel. I said, it's not my channel. It belongs to these guys. He said, okay, well, I saw the channel. Can you help me set up a YouTube channel? So I drove an hour to his house and spent all day with him. And I set up a YouTube channel for him. And his YouTube channel, his video editing, I showed him how to video. I taught him how to video edit. I helped him learn how to use YouTube information, but don't get a copyright strike. There's a way you got to do it. His YouTube channel is fantastic. He made a video about the Equalizer, the movie The Equalizer 3. He made a video on YouTube channel. He posted it. I showed him how to make a thumbnail and all that. He got 10,000 views. He's doing great. And he just started. So I'm proud of him. So yeah, Karina is going to get her YouTube channel started. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be good. But not here. Jenny Brielle, hi Diego. Do you guys have an update on your case? Do you think you'll be back in Miami before Christmas? No, we're going to be here in Colombia. It's impossible to be there before Christmas. But the Karina, she's a good, she's got that backbone, fuerte mujer. She's very strong. She gets on the phone to Interpol and she's like, hey, where's my police certificate? I've been waiting for what, a week and a half now. Where is it? Then the man said, well, you're in line. You got to wait your turn. There's lots of other people waiting for this Interpol police certificate. So she said, okay, give me a date. I want a date. And he said, okay, the 19th of December, you will buy no later than the 19th of December, you will get your Interpol police certificate. She said, okay, thank you very much. And then she said, if I don't have my Interpol police certificate by December 19th, I'm going to be in your office face to face with you, and I'm not going to leave till I get the letter. She's tough, man. Interpol's like, okay, yes, ma'am. Senora, okay, see. I love it. I love it. She's strong. Woo. Okay. Miguel is talking to Marcel. Girl Dragon, you just know me, Diego. I love it. Yeah, Girl Dragon, you're strong. You're strong. I know you're a leader. You're a leader in your town. You're a leader at work. Jason Mabry, you mentioned waiting on the K1 FTP notice from the embassy. Yes. The email I received from the embassy was FTP. Well, imagine that. The notice said the embassy will contact my fiance to proceed. Print that email. You need that FTP email. Print it. You got to get it to your beneficiary. She's going to need it for the medical exam. Will, is it okay to leave the DS-160 until you get the interview? Then apply it. If you fill out your DS-160, Will, and save it, it's good for 30 days. Then it disappears. Then it's no good. Do like I did. Okay? Now I've done this twice now. Do like I did. Wait for the embassy's packet 3, packet 4 email with the directions. Wait for that email. Go to those links and then fill out the DS-160. Then print the confirmation page. Then pay the visa fee. Then schedule the visa interview and the biometrics. And print the confirmation page. And print the MERV receipt when you pay the visa fee. And print the biometrics location. There's going to be an email that goes to you automatically. This is where you're going to have your biometrics. Here's the address. Well, thank you very much. Here's where your visa interview is going to be. We already knew where the embassy was. So, Jason, you got it? Print that email. And now wait for the packet 3, packet 4 email. And let's see. No, Will, don't process the DS-160 and let it sit on your computer. It will expire in 30 days. Marcel, Diego, how long does it take to get the Social Security number in the States? It could take about 2 weeks if you go in there with the I-94, your K1 visa, and your passport. You can get it, but it's going to be in your beneficiary's maiden name, not a married name. You can go ahead and then in the future change the Social Security card to the married name. You see me, more Joyce. Okay, Karina, come on now. You're running this for me. She's making sure I didn't miss any questions. So let me see. Everly, it was mailed to Chicago, priority mail. Can you guide on how long is the process for I-485? If you submitted a strong green card application, 3 to 4 months. If your green card application was just okay, it was a C, not an A+, it could take maybe 8 months. Jacob Myers, I'm a political science major. I watch your political debates. Well, Jacob, we need political science majors, okay? We need you guys out there with your political science degrees, keeping all these crooked, corrupt politicians in line. You do a good job. Get your master's degree, get your PhD, and then you become a lobbyist, and you can get all these politicians to quit lying, to stop taking us to wars we don't want to fight, to quit raising our taxes, you are the man. We need you. My philosophy on life is this, okay? Republicans, Democrats, I can't stand either one of them. But, except for one, I got 3 friends in Washington, D.C. who are good freaking people, okay? And I love them to death. They're like family to me. And they're the only 3 politicians I trust. I'm not going to put their names out there. I'm not going to give them a free plug, but they're good people. Let me see. I don't want to miss you guys' questions, okay? Patricia T. Collison. Okay, Cyprus to Liberia. That's right. You switched from Cyprus to Liberia. It's going to take probably about 2 months, okay, for that route. It's going to take 2 months. Cyprus is an island in the Mediterranean off the coast of Lebanon. There's no political instability there. Liberia is on the west coast of Africa. No political instability. They're good people there. So it should take probably maybe another 2 weeks, okay? And Jacob, we're glad you're in a political science major. Keep up the good work and get those politicians in line, okay? Let's see. Sarah Sahagan. Hello, would you happen to know how many visas are left to be scheduled for people who have ready status for the month of September? In Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, September. So that's 3 months ago. So they should be just wrapping up September. Wow, Aquarius. Whoa. Aquarius, you snuck in under the radar. That super chat, I didn't see it. Super chat from Aquarius. Number 1, thank you. Yes. Aquarius, hello. Will I be able to file a K1 for my fiance who is an immigrant in France? He is originally from Gambia. Is that Gambia? Oh, 1 second. Listen? Okay, let me read this. Can he do the interview at the French U.S. Embassy, or does he have to go back to Gambia? Okay, Aquarius, let me help you through this, and you're going to love what I'm going to tell you. You're going to be happy. This super chat's going to make your whole day. Yes, you can file a K1 visa for your fiance who is a legal immigrant in France, right? Aquarius, your beneficiary has documents that says that your fiance can live in France legally. Like Karina has documents that says she can live in Colombia legally. Number 1, got to have that. You got to include that document in your K1 visa package when you send it to the lockbox. He is originally from Gambia. No problem. Karina is from Venezuela. Can he do the interview at the French U.S. Embassy in France? Yes, in Paris. Absolutely. No, your beneficiary does not have to fly to Gambia for the immigration interview. Here's what you're going to do. Pay close attention, and then I'm going to log off because Karina's going to make me some spaghetti, and I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything since pizza today from your super chats. So, Aquarius, here's the deal. Yes, you can file a K1 visa for your fiance who lives in France. The immigration interview will be in Paris. When you fill out the K1 visa, the I-129F, when you fill out that form, you're going to put on, I think it's on page 3 or page 4, I can't remember. It says, where do you want to have the consular processing? You're going to put down there, U.S. Embassy, Paris, France. Got it? Number 1. Number 2, when you file your K1 visa to the lockbox in Dallas, you will include a copy of the document that shows that your beneficiary lives in France legally. Whatever that is. There's got to be some kind of document somewhere, like Karina has a Colombian cedula. You got it? And number 3, you asked, does he have to go back home to Gambia? No. Your beneficiary, he is a legal resident of Paris or France. I don't know where he lives in France. His visa interview will be in Paris. He doesn't have to go back to Gambia, and that's it. But make sure you include in the K1 visa package a copy of his legal residency status in France, okay? and make sure you put down that you want the visa interview to be conducted at the U.S. Embassy in Paris, France, and you will be just fine. We earned that super chat, right? Good night, guys. I'm done talking, all right? I got a little bit of water left. I can't talk anymore. My throat is dry. I got to eat something. It's not a pity party. I'm just telling you I'm hungry and I want to eat. And Karina wants to eat. We will see you again on, what's today, Wednesday? We'll see you again Saturday and 7 p.m. And I might just do a surprise live stream on Friday. Let's see what goes on Friday. I think Karina's, you're going to be working Friday, right? Vienes tu trabajo con mi hija? Sí. Okay, Karina's going to be working on Friday. I'll do a surprise live stream for you guys on Friday. I'm not going to tell you what time it is. I'm just, because I don't know. I'm just going to pop on and here I am, and then throw questions at me. See you guys on Friday. Thank you for the super chats. Please be patient during this process, guys.